Just one very simple. Because often I get the objection that, for example, for Prophet Mohamed, they have skeptics or Christians or whatever.
Come closer to the.
They have the objection that he doesn't have miracles, and even like that we invented miracles and all that. My question is, if believing in a prophet is like dependent on him having miracles, then what miracles did Paul have, which is, I believe, he's the real founder of Christianity? I mean that's in the sense that he's the one that kind of put the fundamentals and the resurrection of that, if I'm correct.
Well, if you read the Gospels, the resurrection's there.
Yeah.
If you read the Gospels, him being a saviour from sins is there. If you read the Gospels, him having to have faith in him in order to be saved is there. So Paul is just building
his words.
His words.
It's Jesus' words.
Yeah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah. Cool.
So Paul elaborates the theology. Because after all, if Jesus says X, Y, Z, that has implications. And so Paul and Peter and John and others, they give us the it's like the legal jurists of Islam. You know, you get some core teaching, and then it has implications for the law and for other aspects of life. But anyway, Paul. What was your question again?
No, I was asking if what's a good reason?
Oh, the miracles,
Not even miracles, but good reason to believe that he was saying the truth, because there was a lot of conflict.
Paul actually worked miracles. There's in the Acts of the Apostles. Near the end, there's a massive healing of people who were sick. I can't remember whether it's on Cyprus or Crete. On those islands. Then there's a particular instance where a boy is on a ledge in the upper floor of a house where Paul is preaching, and the boy gets sleepy and he falls down to the ground and is dead. Paul goes down and raises him from the dead. So those are two off the top of my head. Paul worked miracles, but the point is, you'd be right to say that there's no reason why a prophet to be a prophet has to work miracles. I know of no miracles worked by, say, the prophet Isaiah. I mean, he was a great prophet, one of the greatest, but I don't know because we don't know about the lives of a lot of these Old Testament prophets, and we don't necessarily believe they all work miracles. Ezekiel was told to do certain things to demonstrate God's judgment of Israel, but they're not miraculous things. Like, for example, he was told to dig a hole in his house and put a bag full of his stuff and go out through the hole late at night, if I remember rightly, and that was to tell Israel, you're going to be sent into exile.
I mean, even though...
So these are just actions, though, they're not miracles. So some didn't work. Signs, yes.
Signs, I mean, even Noah didn't have miracles, which is, I think, one of the most important ones. But his miracle was the flood, but kind of sounded that...
Yeah, you're right. He didn't cure anybody or anything like that. So there's no requirement of miracles. It's just that if miracles are worked,
or signs,
then you're seeing God working powerfully through that person. And I think what a born-again Christian you might have encountered, might have been getting at, was that they're saying, well, look, Jesus worked major miracles. Christians will say he's the last prophet, he's the fulfillment of all prophecies. And it would seem odd for another person to come along to be called the seal of the prophets when he doesn't actually have the power of God working through him in the way Jesus does.